Hello Pisces, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. So this reading is for the second half of September. We're going to take a look at general messages and energies. Then we'll look into the crystal for any further messages. And we'll conclude the reading with a look at love and romance. We'll pull cards for you and your partner or potential partner's energies. So let's get started here. This is for Pisces. Now through the end of September, messages and energies. That was the, where is it now? Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out for Pisces. Okay, we also have, there it is. That was the second card that was on top of the Wheel of Fortune. So that one really wanted to come out. So that's the Four of Wands there. And it's paired with the Two of Swords. We also have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Star. Okay. So the overall energy is that of the Wheel of Fortune. So this is talking about change. So the wheel is always turning, but this card comes up at significant times in our life where we're really going to remember this time. It's quite pivotal. It is fairly transformational. There is definitely the energy, closely linked to the Death card. Whenever we have change and transformation, it can talk about events that kind of, come quickly or unexpectedly into our life. Now, it does seem that this has to do with not only you, but also other people, maybe just one other person, but it's showing up that it could also be a group of people that are either involved in this change or will be affected by this change. This could be a family unit, this could be business partners, that kind of thing. I see you being very reluctant. Now, this isn't coming easy for you, this change. There's definitely the feeling of it being a whirlwind. We have this swirling energy within the Wheel of Fortune card. And around these people, we also have a swirl of energy. So, lines might be blurred between, right and wrong. There might be a little bit of chaos and confusion, swirling around you, disrupting you, perhaps confusing you, or altering your judgment. As I said, I do see you having a hard time with this transition. We have the Two of Swords. In this deck, it's coming across as schizophrenia. And this is indicating that your mind is divided. So you might jump back and forth between, yes, I'm going to do it, no, I want to, keep it safe and not change, and then going back into, yes, I'm going to do it. So there's kind of this energy of back and forth, not able to make up your mind definitively. This can also indicate that you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There may be, because it's indicated that there are other people involved or affected by this change, it may be that, you have to consider how it's going to impact them. And maybe there's this compromise between, how it's going to affect you if you make such and such a decision versus how it's going to affect them. So a lot of things to consider here. It is important to note that these energies are focused in the mind. So it's a matter of your perspective and how much you allow the chaos to control you. So you want to try to keep that under wraps as much as possible. Okay, Pisces? So you also have the Ten of Swords. And I consider this card to be a mini death. Petit More. Now, it's rebirth, so it's very much indicating that there is a transformation coming about within you and around you. We have, again, this sense that it is likely a set of beliefs or way of thinking, because this is rooted in the mind, but it can also be a set of circumstances as well that are changing and transforming and are demanding that you also change and transform in order to keep up pace. We have the Star as our final card here, and the Star is a very beautiful energy, and I'm really happy that you have this energy to help you through this change and transformation, because it looks like it is a challenging situation, but with the Star there is this beautiful sense that there is a place for you to take refuge. There is inner peace available to you, and you need only to seek it out. There is a lot of spiritual connection at your fingertips. If you need advice and guidance, you need only to get quiet and go within to find that. We can see it here with the moon within the third eye chakra, that you have a very strong and open connection with spirit through which you can communicate and receive messages of guidance. This card is a very good omen. Whatever it is that you are hoping and wishing for as an outcome, and this is in your outcome position, whatever you are hoping and wishing for will come to you. So the challenge is to not get caught up in the swirling chaos. Allow the dust to settle. Things are going to change with this Wheel of Fortune, whether you want them to or not, whether you try to stop it or not. The best way to go about this is to roll with it, flow with it, and then allow the dust to settle and see where everything is. You know, where did the chips fall? Where are you now with this new situation? Trying to resist the change will only cause pain and suffering, you know, and prolonging your stay within this energy. You know, the longer you are stuck between the old and the new, the harder that this is going to be for you, you know, the more challenging and painful it's going to seem for you. Now, you do, with these people around you, it's also indicating that there is wise counsel from friends and family members who genuinely care for you and want to help you by providing their guidance as you travel through this. So be sure not to isolate yourself and try to do this all on your own, because this is it's quite widespread, it's far reaching, and it's very big. So if you're really feeling stuck, if you're having a really hard time shedding that old skin and becoming the new you, I'm sure that there is someone around you that you can talk to or rely on to help you and support you as you go through all of that. You know, you're being blessed with that. I'm going to put these cards to the side for now, and we'll take a look into the crystal and see what other messages want to come out for you. Okay, Pisces? This is for Pisces. Now through the end of September. Okay, this was more of an impression. The color red, and it was kind of like it was slicing through you. This is really, I think these events, they are a trial to you, and they are disrupting your basic sense of security and stability. You know, it's possible that your livelihood is is shifting. You know, the way that you create a stable livelihood for yourself, that might be changing, and that's really a trial to you. Okay, so again, the color red is factoring in strongly. I'm seeing a volcano with lava running down the sides. Now, I think that for many of you, you may have already kind of experienced the pivotal moment of this change, because I'm not seeing the volcano erupting. So it's as if it has already happened for many of you, and it's more like the aftermath, while kind of the new formations take hold, and you're waiting to see what the landscape of your life is going to look like. And in the meantime, you kind of need to hunker down and take cover, because you don't necessarily feel safe or secure. Okay, I am seeing an eagle. It is flying towards you head on. An eagle is a very spiritual omen. Eagle talks about great transformation and doing so successfully. An eagle can be a messenger of communication between you and spirit, and definitely offers very strong guidance and support, and also this wonderful overhead view, very far-reaching view of when the dust settles, you know, how is it going to look? You know, so there's a sense of solace, you know, an offering of solace coming in for you in some form. That is everything for now. Okay. Now I realize that this was a fairly heavy reading for you, Pisces. This doesn't mean that the next 2 weeks is going to be absolutely awful. These are just the important messages and energies that you need to know about going into these next 2 weeks, bringing us up to the end of September. If something in your life, like, you really don't like it, nothing is set in stone. Everyone has free will. So if what is being presented to you, you know, and the changes and opportunities are really not a match for what you feel is your greatest good, you have the power to change things. And that eagle who came in, the eagle is an incredibly independent and powerful energy. And it is reminding us that we have the power of creation and change within our own hands. So that's an important message to remember. Now, hopefully we can lighten things up a little bit. We're going to take a look at love and romance for those of you who are interested. I'll be taking a look at your energy and your partner or potential partner's energy, just to get a snapshot of where you're at and what you might need to know. So this is for Pisces. Love and romance for the second half of September. Pisces. Your overall energy, you have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Devil. Just going to scooch these over a little bit. Now your partner or potential partner has the Emperor, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so let's talk about this. Your overall energy, we have the Seven of Pentacles, so there is this sense of let's wait and see. So you've likely got, you know, something started, something brewing within your romantic life, and you've made preparations, or you've set the stage, and at this point it's more of a waiting game. So you kind of have to let it grow and develop, and you'll check on it, now and again, see how things are doing. But for now, it's not quite ready to make a final decision about it, or cash in on it. This can indicate you having to be patient. Patience is highlighted. Perhaps you need to be patient with your partner, or maybe, and this is probably more likely for most of you based on your bottom two cards, being patient with yourself. Now you have the King of Swords and you have the Devil. These are very strong energies coming in. A King of Swords is highly independent, very intelligent, and can see through anything. The Devil likes to play with your heartstrings. Now, this can simply indicate that you are feeling very, very passionate right now. It can be as simple as that. Because we have the Devil next to the King of Swords, and the King of Swords, he thinks so much, whether you're male or female. This is about thinking like really intensely, like nonstop, and you're having a hard time turning off your mind. And that's the Devil for you right now, where you're kind of caught up in this mind frame or these circulating thoughts, and maybe you're not really getting anywhere, and you're in this loop that seems to keep on going around and around and around. And the challenge here is for you to be patient with that process and find a way to kind of free yourself from that merry-go-round of the mind. So that's the strongest message that's coming in with those cards. Now your partner is coming in here as the Emperor. So this is a very independent energy. It's also very, for some reason I'm at loss for the word, it's right there. Self-assured is what we're looking for here. Very self-assured and confident energy. The Emperor here in your partner's energy, it's as if they're holding the world in their palm. So they really have things made, and they're in a really good place. On an emotional level, and this is really good because the Emperor has the potential, just like the King of Swords, to be a little bit emotionally detached. So it's fantastic that your partner's coming in with this wonderful emotional connection, or at least the capacity for emotional connection. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the Knight of Cups. This could be someone new for you coming in with that Ace of Cups. But for others of you, this is your partner wanting to kind of reconnect. Maybe they've been a little bit off doing their own thing with that Emperor energy. And maybe you have too. You obviously have a lot on your mind right now. But this is expressing their desire to reconnect or to connect with you on an emotional level and kind of reestablish that level of intimacy between the two of you. This can play out through physical connection, because we do have the Devil here. But definitely expressions of love and affection coming through from your partner towards you. So with this King of Swords, he is facing away, and it's really important that you are able to kind of be present to your partner, be aware of the signals that they're sending you in order to be receptive to that and to respond, appropriately to where they're coming from. And that is everything for today. So thank you so much for watching, Pisces. I hope that this reading was helpful for you, and I certainly hope that you enjoyed it. It does look like a little bit of a heavier reading, for sure, but I think you're going to be just fine. That eagle really stood out as being a very, very strong energy with you. And I mean, it's very protective energy, and it's definitely a very divinely connected energy as well. So I don't think that you have too much to worry with. The greatest challenge will be just allowing everything to unfold around you without getting too caught up in it all. And as I said, just kind of let things settle before assessing what you might need to do with how things have changed. So I look forward to seeing you again at the beginning of October for your next 2-week reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. So take care of yourself until then.